ready to get back into it.
Wait,
Today,
start that over.
oh.
And go.
Hey, it's Megan.
And this is cool.
And we've been out for a while, but we are ready to get back into it. We've been gone for what, about a month now?
I think feels like it's more than a month.
Yeah, y'all been gone for more.
A lot has gone on
Yeah,
in our life.
And it's just the two of us today. We are short three, but it's cool. It's like two friends talking.
Yeah. And the next time when we come back, the other three, we can all just go through what we had talked about today and put some input on that.
Yeah.
So today we're going to be talking about just things that have been happening with us in the last couple of months and the reason why we've kind of been gone. And I feel like for me, life has been so chaotic. I've been dealing with so much where I feel like I have too much on my plate and I've been handed side plates. A lot's been going on. So,
and what do I always tell you?
To breathe.
Besides that.
Stop biting my nails.
Besides that.
Think positive.
You can say no.
I can say no.
You can say no.
I can say
you
no.
You don't have to save everyone.
Exactly. Yes. So pretty much just been going on things, especially like you have kids and, you know, your kids turn into whoever they want to be. And sometimes they make bad decisions. And so with my son, I've just been dealing with a lot of back and forth for bad choices that he's made. And it's consumed a lot of my life lately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, and then just different things going on with my husband, stuff like that. And I just feel like overwhelmed at times, you know. I really don't have time to get out. And I feel like a lot of people, like our
and
group,
you need time to get out.
I need to, but it's very hard. I just am trying to keep my head up, keep faith, and just keep moving forward in life. It's hard.
It's hard. It's hard because you're getting thrown a lot of stuff all at once.
I am. I don't even know how I manage it, but somehow I do. A lot of times I used to look way ahead and plan way ahead when I needed to stop doing that. It's about living in the moment because you can't control what's going to happen in the future. You can control what happens today. And I'm just starting to learn.
And what you say and do affects what can happen in the future too. So if you're not thinking about the things you're saying and doing to your kids, to your friends, family, that affects what can happen in the future.
Yes, so. I know I'm so stressed out and I've just been a yeller.
I know. That's why I always tell you, stop yelling at them.
I know. It's just the way that I communicate and it's bad. And I'm trying to not do that. And it's not like I'm trying to take my frustrations out on them. It's not.
But it does come off that way though.
It does. It does. I left today and I was just like, you know, make sure these dishes are done. Make sure this is done. And then Jillian's like, I don't know why you're always yelling at me. And I'm like, I'm stressed, you know. It's hard. Life's hard.
What is one or two things that you think you could take away that could help you not be so stressed? Something that you're really not responsible for, okay? Like something that you're doing for other people that you don't need to be responsible for because they are grown, they can do it themselves.
Yeah.
Let's start there. Baby steps for you.
Baby steps. Just it's not about taking away. I think it's doing more in life. Like every day is a set schedule in life. And I know a lot of people probably feel like that because you have work, you have this, you have kids, and it becomes so repetitive that like you don't feel like you are living, you're just existing.
True.
And then when I feel like I just exist, that's when a depression comes over, you know?
Yeah.
And that's hard.
I agree. Because that's I would say if we're talking about like things going on in life and change and all that stuff, like at the beginning of the year, I took a lot of time for myself. Like I was working out, I was journaling, I was, you know, doing so much like me time and just saying no. Like my friends would be like, let's hang out. And I'm like, no, let's meet up. No. And I felt like, damn, you're a bitch. But I'm like, you know what? No, I don't feel like it. I don't fucking feel like seeing people. I don't feel like seeing you. I love you. But you know what? I need to be by myself.
Exactly.
And at the beginning of the year, choosing me, I was happy.
Yeah.
Like I was happy. I was doing things that I wanted to do. And people were telling me that, oh, you look great. You look great. And I was just like, okay, whatever. And then now that I look back, because I've fallen so far back from who I was at the beginning of the year and just these last couple of months, I do see what people were saying. And I think that, like you said too, we get into this routine of work, home, da 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 da. Okay, go to sleep, work, home, da 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 da.
Yep.
It's just like repetitive, and then you just don't do anything for yourself. It catches up to you. And that's kind of like where I'm at right now too, where I'm kind of like you, where I go to work, I come home, I do homework, or I don't do homework.
lack thereof.
but yeah, so I know that for me, it's stop wasting your fucking time doing shit that you don't need to be doing. Because
Yeah.
I just waste time now. And I hate that I do that. Like I used to come home and be like, okay, working out. And I can't do anything until I work out. So I'll get my workout. And it's not even a long workout. It's like 20, 30, 45 minutes, depending on how I feel.
Yeah.
It's the weekends when I was doing like an hour or two of working out. But
yeah, we talk about working out. Do you remember when me and you, we worked out? Like we were religiously working out. Like, do you know how
you felt different though, right?
I felt amazing. No matter how much stress, no matter how much pressure, no matter
could handle
all
it.
the shit I was going through, fucking just working out, leaving that gym, I felt great.
Yep.
Like I was like, fight me. Like I dare you. I dare you.
I think that's what you need to do though. Like if it's one thing that you can do, like you were saying, it's not what you can take away. But if it's one thing that you can do, one thing that you can add onto everything you're doing is going to the gym.
Yeah.
Even if it's 30 minutes, go to the fucking gym, Megan.
I know. I have every excuse in the book of why I can't do things.
And you have a gym by you. So you really can't
like a mile away.
Yeah. So I think that's what you need to do for the rest of the year is just challenge yourself. Like even if you don't go every day, go like 3 times a week. If you can't make it on the weekdays, go Saturday and Sunday. That's 2 days already. And do 1 day out of the week.
Yeah. And the thing is too, it's like I want to be able to do that. And you said that life is just repetitive and you just keep going and going and going.
But you control that narrative though.
I do, yeah. But it's like also too, it's like, and other people can probably feel to this too, when your kids don't do shit. They just sit around, they're lazy bums, they make a mess, make dishes, you come home to
it's called paper plates.
Girl, I went to try to buy paper plates at Walmart. I picked them up and it was like 180 plates for like $19. I put those.
You better go to the dollar store. Exactly. You better go to the dollar store. That's where my mom goes. Yes, I am 36 years old and my mom still grabs plastic plates. She ain't fucking around.
No.
She's like, no.
Yes. Yes. It's just like,
No.
oh my gosh. Like, and it's like they're just so lazy. But no, I need to get back into it. And I think once I take more control over my life and pull myself out of this like manic depression, then like everyone else will follow suit with me too. It's because it's the environment. I'm so depressed. It's like repetitive.
But like I said, though, you have control of your environment though. So what is it with the kids that you can control? What kind of change can you implement on the household that won't stress you out so much?
Yeah. I mean, I just asked them to like pick something up and it's the biggest deal ever. It's like, I try to implement things.
Yeah.
I try to give them chores. I try to tell them to do this. And it's like, it's the biggest job. It's like, I'm asking them to build a house.
Don't you pay for their phone bills? Don't you pay for the internet bill?
Yeah.
You don't do chores, you don't get shit.
Right. I know. But then I have to listen to the retaliation, especially with my son,
And
I know.
You got to learn to not let that get to you because he does that because he knows it's going to get to you. Let him talk your ear off. Like when we go to the store and my nieces didn't cry, I look at them like, go ahead. You look like the fool, not me.
Right.
Go ahead, cry. You're not getting that toy, especially with your attitude right now,
Right.
too. So you have to learn that. I think that's part of it, too, is you have to learn how to not let that get to you because they know how to play. Your kids know how to play their parents.
I know.
They do.
They do. They're the
And
greatest manipulators
They're playing
ever.
you, and you
know.
just keep giving in to them.
I know.
Who pays for the Wi-Fi?
I do.
Okay, then.
I pay for it all.
Okay,
everything.
then. Guess you're not eating if you ain't doing dishes then.
Right? Locks on the fridges. I'll give you that code when you deserve it. I
They
think
can
that-
make bread,
I know. I think
pizza
that's-
rolls.
I know CPS would probably be called for me locking the fridge.
Yeah, don't lock the fridge, but have like breads and stuff out for them.
Yeah, exactly.
They can still eat, but no, you just paper plates, girl, if they're not doing dishes.
Yeah. So I'm definitely, yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm so close to the gym that just spending even back up when we went to the gym, like on the days we didn't go to the gym.
Yeah.
I had to come home and of course I had to do like my stuff at that time. At that point, I was living with my parents because I just purchased my first house. So it was cheaper to live with them at that
Yeah.
time than rent. And I would come home, I would, feed the kids, I would put them to bed, and then it would be 9:30 at night, and I would go to Planet Fitness, and I'd be there till 10:30 and come home, go to bed.
See, you're better than me. I don't even go.
Yeah, we would have a horrific snowstorm, and I'm like, I'm going. Like
I'd be like, it's snowing, I gotta get home.
I know, but that's how
That's how dedicated you
that's how
were.
dedicated I was, and like, believe it or not, like when we worked together, like we would meal prep all our meals. Like you would make a meal, I would make a meal.
Don't lie, I was a lazy bitch. I just bought shit that we could microwave that was healthy. You cooked.
Okay, I cooked, but like we did breakfast together, we did lunch together, and then we were dedicated to it. And believe it or not, like I lost 100 pounds in less than 8 months.
Yeah.
Just healthy eating.
Yeah.
And working out, and the weight came off quick. I was like, oh, guess what? I'm down 5 pounds this week.
But you sneeze and it comes back on.
Right? I smell whatever she was cooking, and I already gained 10 pounds.
For real.
So, yeah, I think that as far as like just changes that like need to be done in life, I think it's just thinking about yourself more.
Yes, and you're not being selfish if you're thinking about yourself.
Yeah. Well,
So
yeah, especially
remember that.
right, especially since your kids are older. I feel like, when your kids are really young, like you have this obligation to them. You kind of do have to, put yourself second because they depend on you.
Yeah.
They have no one else but you. But they're at the age now where they're almost adults. Like they need to start realizing that I don't do everything for them.
No, because you know what? At 8 years old, we were washing dishes. We were cooking at 12, 14. We were cooking dinners.
Oh my gosh.
Full-blown dinners with my parents. So
oh my gosh.
your kids got it good.
my son is 17 years old, right? And he asked me, how do you make eggs?
Did you show him? Please tell me you showed him.
I said, is that a serious question? And he was like, yeah. He's like, how do you make them? I said, okay, what kind of eggs do you want?
Yeah.
There's more than one egg. Okay, like how do you want them prepared? I don't know, just eggs. There's sunny side up. There's over easy. There's scrambled.
With
there's
cheese.
poached, right? There's omelets. There's I don't know what that is. And it's just like I'm a loss for words. I don't even know how to even like talk about that because it's like something.
Wait, but did you show him though?
Yeah, I did show him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
was he
like,
mind blown?
He was mind blown. He was mind blown. And he's like, why do you have to open the eggs and then put them into another container and stir them? Because you want to mix them together. And I was just like, oh my gosh. So it is. It's time that I start getting the kids. I mean, Nathan's gonna be 18, and when he's 18, like he's an adult.
Well, I already said it before because you like to cook anyway, so you should do like at least once, if not once a week, like once or twice a month. Do like family cooking. You guys all cook together.
Yeah,
my family. See, we used to cook together as a family too when everybody didn't get married yet. All my sisters and then we're still living at home. We used to cook. We had our stations. Everybody had their stations, and whoever didn't cook, wash the dishes, clean off the table, sweep, whatever. So. We did it as a family, and I can't say that I learned much of anything, but I'm a very good dishwasher, though. I will say.
You can come to my house and the dishes that are left in my sink. And the second that I come home, they're gonna still be there.
It's relaxing. To me, washing dishes is really relaxing. You get the right playlist on, man. You get a concert and dishes washed.
I have an extra room in my house. You moving in? You're hired. Trying to apply for the position without knowing you actually applied for the position, and you got hired.
Wait a minute, was this an interview?
It wasn't. You're hired. I'll start you off with free meals.
Right?
Yes. But yeah, no. Speaking of meals, Ku and I back in the day, we had gone to this Korean restaurant in Chicago, and we had tried like all this type of what is it?
The side dishes?
We have the side dishes, but also the main meals. Like we had
the meats that we were barbecuing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like the briskets, the pork belly.
Yes. And then what else was the other one?
I think it was just like marinated beef.
Okay. But I like, love Korean food now.
Oh, the bulgogi that you
bul-
bought?
yes.
Yes. Yes.
So I had went to a Korean store with Kua at one point.
Super H Mart.
Yep, Super H Mart, which is an awesome grocery store. If you've never been there, I would recommend going there.
Dream.
It is. It has everything you can think of. I felt like a kid though, because they have like live crabs like in these like bins, and like you can
The
take
tilapia.
the fish. I mean, they have fish, they have sea urchins, they had
a poke station, and they had like all these veggies that you'd never even like heard of and
yes.
touch.
Oh my gosh. And I was like, yes. And I wanted to take everything with me. I mean, literally, like I feel like when you go there, like you're going to like
it's hard.
because there's 75 different types of mushrooms. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I wanted to buy it all, but I know that like I wouldn't consume that in that amount of time. But it really stinks because we need an H Mart over here.
Yeah, we do.
Because
we do. I would live there.
I would be broke. I'd probably get a job there.
Right, we'll run H Mart. We should open H Mart.
We're gonna open an H Mart.
Open an H Mart.
It was like honestly,
but we need a Paris baguette too. I gotta have my bakery.
Yes, and yes, we will do that as well. Man, that store is huge. It has so much, and
it's awesome.
It is awesome.
But not to mention the liquor selection. I don't drink, but the liquor selection. Those Hello Kitty liquor bottles, they were so cute.
Oh my gosh, the wine bottles.
Yes, I just wanted them for the bottle.
I know. And then we so we went to H Mart, and I picked up what kind of alcohol was it?
I don't know. It was just pretty.
Yeah, it was pretty. I think
it might have been sake though.
Sake, okay.
Japanese.
Yeah. But it was like 5 little bottles, and it was what, $24.99?
Yeah.
So I go and I'm checking out, and the lady is ringing up each individual one in the pack. And it came to like $100. I'm like, what?
I was like, damn, she spent a lot.
I'm like, whoa. And I'm like, no. I'm like, that's a pack. It said it was $24.99. She's charging me per little bottle. I said, you can take it back if that's the price.
But she fixed it, thank God.
Yeah, she fixed it.
Wait, did you ever drink it?
Yes, I did.
How does it taste like?
It was good. It was strong. It had a different taste to it. So what I did was I dumped half of it into a cup, and then like I added like one of the bubblers to it.
Oh, bubblers.
I added a bubbler to it. It was bomb. It was delicious.
Yes.
It was amazing.
One time I took a good luck shot with D, and I had tequila. Tequila, and then I didn't have anything as a chaser but bubbler. Oh, perfection.
Yeah, right. You can literally take any shot you want and chase it with bubbler. And
yes.
It's like,
oh, that wasn't bad at
good.
all.
I think I'm gonna become an alcoholic.
Right. For real. I was like, I had to reconsider this not drinking life.
Right. Yeah, so we had gone there, and it was just, yeah, I just, if no one has ever been there, it's in Chicago.
Niles,
Illinois.
Niles.
Right?
Wait, I don't even know. Niles. It's not like in Chicago, but yeah.
But you know what? Right. It's but it's the produce is so much different than like,
it looks so fresh too.
It is so
right?
fresh. Like you can just tell like everything. And for all the like vegetarians and vegans, let me tell you, their tofu aisle is incredible.
Yeah.
I was like, and I enjoy vegan and vegetarian dishes.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, oh my gosh, you have like literally 60 different options for tofu.
Yep.
And it amazed me. And like
it's not just the the soft and the
hard and firm,
whatever.
It was
it's all kinds different options.
Yes, and it was like reasonably priced.
Yes.
And just the fruit and everything like that, especially I tried an Asian pear for the first time.
Oh, how was that?
That was delicious.
You know what you can do with that too? A lot of times in a lot of their Korean recipes is they'll use the Korean pear as a seasoning for their meat.
Oh wow.
Grind it up.
I think
you know how it's sweet.
Yeah, and they put it in kimchi too. Don't they?
I don't know for sure. I don't think I've seen a recipe with it in kimchi.
I follow this
or it could be because it has the sweet, so I don't see why they couldn't be. Now you're gonna have me research this.
I know, right? I follow this guy actually on Pinterest. What is his name?
Chris Cho or something.
The one who like
the Yabaseo guy.
Yeah. Yabose.
Yabaseo guy. Yes. The broke boys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes. Did he use it?
Yeah, he uses Asian pear all the time.
Oh, okay. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. That would make sense because of that sweetness. It helps to kind of balance out like the spice or the from the soy sauce and things like that. So I could see it.
Yeah, he uses it all the time in a blender. Like when he has spicy, he always adds like the Asian pear in there to like.
Yep.
So
It's not just a fruit.
it's not just the fruit. You can use it for like everything.
Yes.
But I would highly recommend going, and you probably want to do a day trip because you will spend hours in that store. I felt bad for you because I'm like walking around and I'm like, I have to go to every aisle. And then the one thing I got, so we have.
Why would you feel bad for me?
Right?
I felt
You're
bad
like,
for you.
yeah, right.
I was like, she don't know what's on this aisle yet.
And right, exactly. And I opened it. I'm like, oh, every time I walked into every aisle, I was like, oh, and it like drew me in. And then I got introduced to, it's like a root, the root vegetable. It's pickled. We had it.
Oh, the radish, the pickled radish.
The pickled radish. Yes, that is delicious. I love them.
Yeah.
So if you ever want to try,
do you prefer it the pickled, like not spicy, or do you like it like spicy and pickled?
the one I got, I don't think it was spicy.
Oh, the white one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's just
And those last a while, don't they?
I believe so. Don't ask me.
Because I only ate half of one so far in a bag, so I got to get the rest of them
airtight. Just keep them in an airtight container.
Yeah, I have them in a
Okay.
Ziploc bag.
As long as it's airtight, then you should be
Good.
good.
It should be okay. Yeah. So I just have been learning a lot of different things from you lately. And I'm totally hooked on Korean food. Like I made bulgogi.
Yeah.
I brought it home.
And you've only scratched the surface.
I've only scratched the surface
Korean
into this.
food.
Yes. And I got gogachu. That's why
gochujang. No, gochugaru.
Gochugaru. I will one day be able to pronounce that properly. But the gochugaru, I used that. It was so.
What did you put it on?
Well, I added it to the soup that I had purchased. Those ramens that are super hot.
Oh, so you're gonna put it on the spicy stuff on the already spicy ramen?
Right. I didn't think it was gonna be that spicy.
Oh,
I did.
Now you know. You learn your lesson.
I was like, whoa, it was bad. But I had made that. And then I had boiled 3 eggs.
Mm-hmm.
And then I peeled the eggs and then I put them into the soup.
Mm-hmm.
And that is so good.
Yep.
It is so good.
Yes, it is. Yep.
Yes.
Cannot go wrong with ramen and eggs.
No, you can't. And I kept telling Koo, I was like, feels like my lips are a racetrack and the cars are doing burnouts on them because my lips, I look like Kim Kardashian. Like my lips were super puffy. Jillian came down. She's like, why are your lips so red? Why do they look so puffy? Because I just ate that soup. I was literally tearing up. It lasted.
Did you actually finish it?
No, I left it on the stovetop and I told Jillian to eat it.
Did she finish it?
No, she didn't either.
Oh, it was. Oh.
And that was expensive too.
Well, that's what you get. I told you it was spicy. I told you didn't believe me.
I know. I can't wait to make our next trip there. It's gonna be.
Yeah, we'll have to.
I need to pull recipes because, like.
Oh, if you go on their website, they give you recipes.
Oh, do they?
Mm-hmm. Yep, they give you recipes, and then you can kind of go off of that too. Or if you like Chris, you can probably watch what he does, and if you want to make something he makes, because he makes broke boys version of food.
Yeah,
save money.
He save money.
You can probably go off of that too.
Yes. So I made that bulgogi for the kids, and
you got the pre-marinated one.
The pre-marinated sliced. Oh my gosh, my kids were like, "This has to be the best I've ever had."
Yep, I always, like I said, bulgogi is a safe dish to try when you're trying Korean food for the first time because it's the flavor palette of it is, I guess you could say, kind of similar to American food, or something that you probably would have eaten already, so that it's not too much of a culture shock.
Yeah.
Kimchi, not everybody likes kimchi at first. It's kind of like a taste you have to acquire.
And see, I like pickled things. Like I've loved pickles.
Yeah.
You hate pickles, but
Yes.
you like kimchi, which is pickled.
Yep.
And you like the radishes, which is pickled.
Yep.
But
Don't
you
judge
hate-
me. But I cannot do a pickle in my burger.
You cannot do.
I will cut that part off.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I just the food is so much more. It's so good, and it's like it uses incorporates a lot of vegetables and
that's one of the best things. That's what I like about it. The veggies.
it is. It can be time consuming though to cook it because
It's really only time consuming because of the preparation that goes along with
I
it.
think,
'Cause
yeah.
there's so many vegetables that you have to wash and cut and all that stuff.
Mhm.
But once you actually like cook everything, it's really fast for the most part, unless you're
Mhm.
making like the stews and stuff like that.
Yeah, I definitely would. Like, and the meat is so thinly sliced. It's like I actually thought about actually buying a meat slicer, like a cheap meat slicer off of Amazon.
Just because you wanted to recreate that.
Yeah, because I can, do it myself. And
Yes, you would save more.
you would. Yes. So if you have never tried Korean food or have never been to H Mart,
It's a
you
must.
need to do both
Mhm, it
because
is
it
a
will
must.
change your life forever.
Yes.
I literally crave it. Like I crave.
Oh, so you know how I feel now.
Yes, I do. Like there's sometimes like,
Hey, but you at least have a really good Korean restaurant by you. I don't have any good ones by me.
oh yes,
So
that one
you
was
can
really-
always like pick up food from there, take yourself on a date there when
By
you, like,
myself?
when you need your me time.
exactly. Yes, and I tried just a bunch of different things and it was really good. I tried octopus for the first time.
Oh yeah,
You didn't tell me it was in there, so thank you
Nope.
for that.
of course. I never tell people. I'm like, you eat it first, and then I'll let you know. just like when you had the chicken gizzards. Remember?
Yes. I had chicken gizzards for the first time as well, and I
But it
wasn't
was-
really.
But it was battered and deep fried.
It was battered and deep fried.
And it
Everything
had
is
a sweet,
battered.
savory sauce to it.
It did. So I wasn't really sure what gizzards were. I mean, I know I've heard of them. I thought that was like the gizzard was like the neck of the turkey. That's what I thought we were like the Adam's apple or something like that. That's what I thought we were eating.
You were hoping that's what it was.
And I was like, okay, I got past it. It is chewy, so
Mhm.
it has a different texture.
Yes.
So like if you're like you can't do texture,
you might not.
You
be
might
a
not
big
like
fan of
but I kept doing it because I was like I have to get past the texture. And then when I was done eating it, that's when I looked up what it was because I knew that if I looked it up prior to, I
You
wasn't
wouldn't
gonna
have-
eat it.
yeah.
And I was just gonna think about it.
Well, I would have destroyed it anyways, even if you did, because it was so good.
It was so good. And then when I was reading about it, when they told me about it, that they were telling me how healthy it is for you.
Right. You were like, ew, but then you heard about the health benefits.
I'm
of
like,
it.
wow, this is super healthy. This is
Now I know why they eat it.
I know. So it's definitely delicious, but it was just getting past that one. But the Korean pancake that we had in the one place that we went to the
Was it the seafood one?
yes.
Oh, that had the octopus, and I didn't tell you.
Yes, but it didn't taste fishy at all.
Yes,
And it
no,
was like
didn't.
super crunchy.
Mhm.
It was probably like the best pancake that I ever had. And when I actually have a pancake seasoning that I had bought from H Mart
that you still need to try.
that I still need to do, and I bought a bunch of scallions because I want to make a scallion pancake.
Mhm.
And I can't wait to do it. So I
Yeah.
just haven't had time to
Yep.
to do it, but I'm super excited. And I have all my sauces now, which is great because I had as soon as I walked in there, I said, show me where all these sauces are that we had at the Korean restaurant
Yeah,
because
because
I need them all.
Megan is a sauce person. She
I'm-
has to have her goddamn sauce.
I am a condiment queen. Like I asked how many condiments did I have in my drawer at work?
too many. I always knew if I needed something, I knew where to go because she would have it.
I always did.
Taco sauce, steak sauce.
Horseradish
Yeah.
sauce, ketchup, mustard,
Yup.
anything that you needed, I had. it.
Aioli. you
A-
had aioli in the fridge.
I had aioli in the fridge. Like I need my condiments. And like
Yep.
when I started at my new job, and that's actually really funny. When I started at my new job, I opened the fridge and I'm like, you're kidding me.
Oh, because
There's nothing. Like they
Yeah.
had French dressing and that was it. I'm like, you
Uh-huh.
don't have mayonnaise, you don't have ketchup, you don't have mustard, you don't have barbecue sauce, you don't
I'm
have.
offended.
I was like literally the next day I stopped at Pick and Save
Yeah.
on my lunch hour and I grabbed all those condiments.
And you're like, here. Now live.
I know. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like I like need these in here.
Yeah.
And people use them. They're like, I never thought of buying condiments. Like,
no shit.
okay, like you don't. I mean, I even had soy sauce in the fridge. Like it was just things the things that you use, you know. So, but other than that, yeah.
But as you can see though, even though you were going through a lot of stuff though, you were still having moments where you were trying new food, having new experiences.
Yes, and
Like, did that help you like take your mind off of things and
absolutely.
like kind of ease things up a little bit until you went back home?
Until I went
Started
back.
yelling.
Yeah, until I went
Again.
back home. No, it does help me out. Like just being able to get out. like just even going to H Mart with you,
Mhm.
just even going shopping, like going to a restaurant. And that's the thing too, is like I've been, so depressed lately that like it affects me wanting to leave the house.
Mhm. It does. As a person who lives with depression, it does. When you are feeling depressed, when you're deep into depression, you don't want to leave your house. You want to be there. It's kind of like a comfort zone or something.
Yeah, I would say a comfort zone, but it also like
Safety net.
yeah, safety net,
More
but
like a safety net.
but it kills you at the same time.
It does.
It does.
It's a
And
double-edged sword.
it is. It's like I used to sit downstairs in the living room, and now the living room has become just too whatever for me, and I have to go up to my room and I have to sit in there because that's where I feel safe.
Mm,
So
that makes sense, but
it's like I can't live in one room, you know what I'm
no,
saying?
right.
Because it just goes back to when I lived with my parents before I bought my house.
You had
Like,
that one.
But I was in a better state of mind. I was like I wasn't as depressed. Like,
But what was the difference though?
oh, I was working out. I was happy. I was healthy.
You were doing things for yourself.
But the thing is too, like with when you work out, just your whole demeanor and the way you treat
Yes.
yourself, your self-love, like
The way you think
yes, like
about yourself, about people, about the world in general is different.
right.
It's more positive.
It is. So I just try to take every day, just one day at a time back then. And now I'm like living my life ahead,
What about like, because you have dogs? What about like just walking the dogs? That's not a heavy, like like a hard workout, but just taking the dogs out. If not all of them, but like one each day, like rotate them. Just going out for like a 20-minute walk. That would make such a big difference.
Oh, it probably would. Absolutely. They're
So-
just hard to walk. I mean, they're 100 and something pounds and they're excuse me, all over the place. I have 3 German Shepherds. I overcommitted when I got the dogs.
They're huge.
They're huge. And
I'm terrified. I don't
yeah.
go in
No.
unless they're not in the room.
Yeah. They're huge. And I think I probably have almost 400 pounds of dogs. I never thought, like, I look at people's German Shepherds and they're like 85, 90 pounds. And I have giants. Like, my dogs are at least 130 pounds each, and Star's about 100 and something.
Is it just because of how they are, or?
I think it's just, I don't know, genetics. Her dogs are huge. And
Oh, okay.
So-
Okay, that makes sense.
excuse me. So just walking them is a struggle and
Okay.
a half.
Okay. So I think this is what you should do. I would say from now until the end of the year, just get moving in any way possible, because that'll help you to feel better, be more energized, and then maybe that'll slowly get you back into the gym. So yeah, even if you don't go to the gym, just be active though for 20 minutes.
Right.
Just 20 minutes a day.
Yeah, absolutely.
It'll make a big difference. It will.
Mm-hmm. And then as far as you, like, how do you, like, what are you going to do for yourself?
Take accountability for being a lazy bitch. No, actually, I did a learning for work. I did a learning for work, and it was talking about like goal setting and how you can go about like accomplishing your goals.
Right.
And they talked about goal setting, but then they also talked about like recognizing what can be standing in the way of you accomplishing those goals. And it actually I took the class last week, so I've been thinking a lot about it and starting making like a list of things. And that's where I want to start, is really like sit down and really break down the list, really make a focus with the list, like, okay, like I definitely want to start working out again, because I love the way that I felt. I love the way that my mind was feeling. My mind was the things that I was thinking, like, I love that. I love that version of me. I don't know how else to say it, but I loved that version of me who enjoyed working out, who had to work out. Like, I love that because I just loved everything that it was pulling to me, just like positivity and happiness. And that's what I want back in my life. But I know that I got off course because I started getting too comfortable, started getting lazy, making excuses. Oh, I can't work out today because of blah, 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 blah. And it's like, no, you can't commit to, helping to watch the kids. You can't commit to meeting up with friends if you're not putting, you're not putting the time in on yourself. Like that's just, it's a waste of time. Like I have to focus on me. So I want to make that list and I want to say, what's the most important thing on this list that I want to accomplish and what's holding me back from it. So the part of the class was like, you have to also recognize what are the things that can possibly distract you from accomplishing your goals. And then how are you going to accomplish that?
Right.
So that's just something I'm like, oh, I can apply that to work. I can apply that to my life and something that I really need to do. So instead of just talking about it, I actually need to sit down and do it.
Yeah. And I remember too, like, just about self-love and things like that. And just, getting to the point where you are in your life where you're happy. And then like you go backwards and you take that all away from yourself.
Yeah.
It's like when you're there in that moment and you feel that moment and you slowly go back, it's like a moment that you crave so much. It's almost like a high, like you want to get that high again.
I never would have understood that if I didn't start out the year that I did, to be honest.
Yeah.
I never would have because I don't know, because we didn't see each other, especially since you started working at a different location. So we really didn't see much of each other, but I don't know if you saw or at all or saw any difference in just my demeanor and anything, but like I want that person back. Like I want to be that person again. And it's just most importantly, stop wasting my time doing things that are like not important or not necessary.
Yeah. And like it's so simple, but it's so hard at the same time. So it sounds so contradicting, but it's like, how do you get back to that? How do you get back there?
Because we built bad habits. Yeah, we have to break those bad habits to get back to where we were when we were having good habits.
Right. And I'm just trying to think of where I was in my life when I was at the lowest, when I met you. And we decided like, hey, we're going to change our life. Like I want to
the funniest thing about that was I'm like, this bitch wants me to go to the gym. Who the fuck does she think she is?
Right. It was like, I just got to know you. Be like, do you want to be my gym buddy? Like, are you fucking calling me fat, bitch?
No, I accepted.
Yeah.
I was like, I know I'm fat, but damn.
Yeah. But
no, but you do. You want to go back and you want to think about, okay, how did I get there? And how do I get back there?
Right. And it's like, it's so simple to me.
Yeah.
But it's so hard.
Right.
It's like,
it is.
It's a double-edged sword. It's like, you know what you need to do, but it's like, I'm trying to think in my head, like what actually clicked, what went on what light bulb went on that said, you know what, this is what I'm going to do now.
Yep.
And it's so hard for me to like, try to find like that click, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, like,
so you need to sit down.
I need to sit down and probably write and start journaling like my feelings. I know you keep telling me. I know you keep coming from
journaling changed my life.
Yeah.
I'm not as consistent with it anymore, but I started to do it like every 2 weeks again. I was doing it like every Sunday for months. Every Sunday I was just writing. It doesn't matter if it was one sentence, a paragraph, 3 pages sometimes. But I was like, you're going to journal. Like I wanted to journal. And it does. It really helps you to sort your feelings, sort your thoughts out. And it really refocuses you as well, too. Like I had a lot of times where I was just like, nah, I'm done. But then like once you write down why I feel this way because of this. And then like for me, I don't know about you, but for me, girl, I went back in time and said, oh, that's why you feel that way. Girl, you better go on now. Get over that. Forgive it. Forgive yourself. Whatever happened is the past. So there's a lot of healing that goes into journaling as well, too, that I found anyways.
Yeah. And I think that I do think that is something that I should start. I know you keep telling me that I need to journal, keep doing it, do it. And I think that it's something that I mean, I have journaled in the past, but it's just different. I think it's just a different type of journaling that I need to do, like a more self-reflection.
Yes,
journaling.
Yep. Yes. I have a special pen for that. I have a special notebook. I have a special journal for that.
Yeah, well, it's funny because one of my coworkers was selling for $20 like 150 different color assorted pens. Like, yeah, for $20. So I bought them.
You did?
Yeah, because they were like almost $80.
Yeah.
You know, and each one comes with a refill to the pen.
Oh, okay.
So like it was like $80 and she wanted $20 for it. So I did. So I'm like, they're sitting there and I'm thinking like, what do I need to do with these pens? I can journal.
Or you can do like a weekly planner type of thing where you can say, work out on this day for this long and give yourself like a checklist. Does a checklist help you? Maybe try a checklist. So for some people, a checklist helps them. For me, it does not. Because I'll be like, oops.
No, I don't think a checklist really doesn't work for me because it makes me overwhelmed to see all the stuff that I have to do.
Well, then don't
accomplish.
put so much on there.
I know, right? Like, Megan, you have 500 things on your checklist.
You would though.
I would
have 500 things on your checklist.
Be like, okay, like these 10 things can go into one, Megan. Why do you have to put them out separately?
Exactly.
So, but no, I think that I mean, you see like so like my daughter has mental health issues and she had been admitted into like a psychiatric unit when she was not feeling well mentally, and they did journaling there. And she had explained to me that they did journaling and sat down.
Yes, girl.
And yeah, like it was like but the journaling that they did on the unit that she was on, all the people that were in that area went to the table, sat at a table. They had their journals and they would journal together. Oh. And then eventually what would happen was that journaling like this had one person open up and start talking. And then another person would open up and start talking. And then before you know it, people were journaling other people's thoughts, like things that were positive. Like, well, I never thought to be positive or love myself like that. So then they would write that into their journal.
Yes.
So it was
That's a really good exercise.
Yeah, it is. So when Alyssa had told me that, I was like, so what do? You just sit in your room? She's like, no, they have us interacting during journaling time. I said, how does that go? And she had told me, and I'm like, that's a really good idea because
we can start journaling on Sundays then.
We can start journaling.
Video call journaling.
Video call journaling.
Virtual journaling.
Oh my gosh, our new
there you go.
Our $1 million idea. Virtual journaling.
I'm serious though. We can start virtual journaling and trying that exercise out because if it can help you, I'm all for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm all for it.
But Alyssa just said it was really nice because she said that they thought of things that she didn't think of. Or like good like phrases to use or like uplifting thoughts or feelings or quotes and stuff like that. And I feel like too, like my calm is poetry. Like I love poetry. I love art.
Yeah.
And I think that helps me with my depression. Like
that's the thing too, though. You can journal anytime, any kind of way.
Yeah.
So if you want to do art, express yourself that way. Write a poem, whatever, write a journal entry.
Yes.
But do something productive to express yourself. And that will help.
And I think that I don't think it's something I'm going to start doing because like I said, like that high that I had when I was who I was prior to COVID shutting down. And, I was on top of the world and like, it's like it was the best high ever. And I searched for that high.
Yeah.
I want that feeling again. Like I want to be able to feel like a whole new person because I felt like a whole new person when I was like that. So, we can like, like next time when we meet up, we can focus on like our journaling and what we did and what we accomplished and like where we are at our next session.
Yeah.
Because I think it's important too for like people who are listening, like who are having the same thing, like to see like how we constructed it, how we did it and how we feel and what we've accomplished.
Right.
That meaning that everyone can do it.
Right. Help others too.
Yeah, because it's real. It's all over.
And a lot of times it's I don't want to say sad, but it is crazy that people feel so alone when they're vulnerable like that, feel so alone when they're in that depressed state.
Yeah.
And don't know how to express themselves. So.
And that's the thing too, is like, that's just another thing that is like, I think about too, is when I first started at work.
Yeah.
I have this face, like no one knew my problems. No one knew what I was going through. Like everyone thought I had this great life. And it's like, wow, like you can walk next to someone and you can be like, oh, look at, they're smiling, but they could have like the worst
like,
turmoil going on.
Even now at work, when we have like our work meetings, and they're like, Megan's like the happiest person in the world.
I know, that's what Lisa Grady, like,
Yeah.
she always says, like, you are the most happiest person in the world. Like, you smile.
Yeah, and you're so positive. Da, 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 da,
yeah.
yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
that's the most, like, I must be like I could be $1 million actor, because like everything else that's behind that face
Yeah.
is like not that.
No.
But I also choose how to express myself
Yeah.
in certain situations.
And sometimes work is not the best place to talk about those kind of things, or talk about like the stuff that's going on at home too. You know? You I don't know. I guess you could say work is kind of like an escape from all that. So you don't want to bring the issues, or if you're having that negativity at home, you don't want to bring that to work, because then that brings down your work day. That brings down your attitude, and that brings down your productivity.
Right.
So,
and that's the thing too, is like, I don't want to bring it to work, because I love my job so much. Like, I have met a lot of people. I've made, some new friendships, like, and my job just altogether is amazing. Like, I couldn't ask for a better job.
Yeah.
So like, I don't want to bring that to my job.
Yeah.
Because I want to excel and do good. So at least,
but you want to be that person.
But I want to be that person.
Not just at work.
Right. To be honest, I want to be that person that everyone sees every day.
Yeah.
I want to be that real person. Like, I don't want to be like fake.
Yeah.
Because that's what I feel. I feel like I'm fake.
I think that's just another side of you, but it's just that you have a lot going on that you have to deal with and work out and sort out at home.
Yeah.
And it's just going to take a lot of steps.
It is going to take a lot of steps.
And time.
Time, focusing, refocusing, regrouping,
healing.
Lot of healing.
Mm-hmm.
And learning just to take one day at a time.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm already in December right now in my mind. And it's like,
girl, you better back up. I didn't get my turkey yet. I need my stuffing.
Right? We didn't get through Halloween yet. I thought you'd be excited to see I'm already in Christmas. Miss Pooh, who's listening to Christmas music already.
I sure am.
Get out of here. Are you really?
Yes, I am. And I'm already planning.
Oh my gosh.
I'm planning ahead.
I would give her such shit, because like, she'd be playing Christmas music
in
like,
July.
in July. She says she loves Christmas so
I
much.
do.
It's her favorite season,
It is.
favorite season.
Mm-hmm.
But yet she's never seen National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation or Elf.
Anyways,
That's exactly.
I'm not a big fan of Will Ferrell. I don't think he's that funny. I didn't care for him on Saturday Night Live. I don't really care for his movies.
But so I know there's people who like, you're on the fence with Will Ferrell, like cilantro. You either love it or hate it.
Yeah.
So, but in that movie, Elf, he does it so well.
So I've been told by multiple people. So this year I will watch it. Like I said, the last 3 years.
And you have to watch National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Okay.
You have to.
So don't watch Home Alone and watch those.
No, right. But no, when you watch National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, when you watch it, I really honestly believe that you will like look at that family as me and Scott. Like, I really do think it. Like,
now I'm kind of scared.
But it's just they're good movies, and they're good family movies. And
yeah.
And then your nephew will probably love Elf, and he'll want to watch it all the time. You'll probably love it too. I watch Elf in July too. I don't tell anyone because I don't want to be like you listening to Christmas music in July.
Hey, don't hate. If I could.
I listen to it all year long.
Hell yeah.
And then speaking of Christmas, like, I used to love Christmas too. That used to be my favorite. Like, just like the music, like the smell of Christmas, like this. And, like, I haven't had that feeling like that. I mean, something about Christmas like brought out the best in me.
Yeah.
And I was just more of a humble person, a better person. I was happy. I listened to the Christmas music. I loved decorating. There was just some type of feeling that I felt around there. And I just haven't felt that feeling in a long time.
Jolly holiday feel.
Yes. And I loved, like, buying gifts and wrapping gifts. And now it's just like, I'll just wrap it in a plastic bag and throw it under the tree. I'm like the Grinch.
I'm disgusted by you.
I know you are.
I know. It's okay though. One year I was so tired of wrapping that I literally threw the clothes onto I didn't even put it in boxes. I just threw it in the wrapping paper. I rolled it up and I just taped it. And I'm like, you know what?
That's
These kids are gonna just rip this open anyway, so screw it.
that's exactly how I do it. I'm not like, you should see my rapping. Like literally, I'm not even kidding you. And you should hear me when I rap. The F word is come.
I was gonna say
fuck,
screaming,
screaming because I lose my tape and I lose my scissors
and everything's rolling around.
and everything's rolling around.
dropping. And then this year you've got 3 dogs. How are you gonna do that?
Oh, last year I bought Alyssa an anime mouse pad with like, it was this anime guy she likes, and the butt cheeks were the anime's butt cheeks. So I wrapped it up, put it under the tree, right?
The dogs got to it.
The dogs got to it, it ate his butt cheeks off.
Oh.
Opened the present and ate his butt cheeks off. And I don't know what kind of silicone like was in there because it was mushy. Like you could press it, right? No, they devoured the butt cheeks. And then I threw it at Alyssa. I said, here's your mouse pad. And then she's like, what is this? I'm like, your mouse pad. And then she's like, where's his butt? I'm like, it's one of the dogs because I don't know. Yeah. So then I was going to like try to return it. And I'm like trying to think of every like thing that I could think of.
Your dog ate your home.
No, yeah. I was gonna be like, it came damaged like that. It didn't come with butt cheeks. But I just ended up reordering it.
I was gonna say, did you replace it?
Yeah, I wanted to send it back. I was so upset.
Yeah.
I got it literally that day from Amazon.
Yeah.
And I wrapped it. And literally, I don't think it was the next, I think it was still that night.
Yeah.
I walked downstairs and I'm like, okay, there's wrapping paper presents. Okay, what is? And I look and I'm like, of course. Of course.
Do you don't get your presents?
No.
Oh, my sister, the first year that they had the dog, they gated it. The first year that she did Christmas when they were engaged, married, or whatever, they gated it so that the Tank couldn't get to the presents. But he seems to be good with it now. I don't think they gated it anymore. He knows that he's not supposed to touch the presents.
Yeah. Oh.
But you got 3 of them. They only got 1. So
they eat everything. They eat everything.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I couldn't believe it. I had to laugh about it because I'm like,
they ate his booty.
They ate his butt. Like nothing else was chewed. It was just his butt. So, yeah. So anyways, like I just think like we can next time, definitely, hopefully the other girls are here where we can, the other girls are here. So we can, just kind of, we can focus on probably this again, but we can focus on like where we've come, and then we can talk to the girls about where they are now, and how they want to, what they want to do to like change what they're going through, and then we can revisit it in a third episode where we can all talk about like where we've all come, because I really would like to see change within myself. I think it's really important, and
hold yourself accountable.
Yeah, it needs to happen. Yeah. Well,
I'm giving you a week. Next Sunday, we start virtual journaling. So I'm giving you a week. Get your little journal.
I'm going to have to. Amazon. I'll probably get one from Amazon.
Yeah. Get something Nightmare Before Christmas or something.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Nightmare Before Christmas or something like that.
Yeah. Yes. Something that will, I don't know, inspire you. Or you know what I did too? I bought a hardcover notebook from, I think, Target. And it's just all black. And then I got this, I forgot what glue it was, but it's just some type of glue that if it comes out, you can just wipe it clean off and it doesn't like leave any residue or anything. But I printed out like a lot of like positive messages. And I did like a little, what's that called?
Oh, like a picture.
I'm drawing a blank, yes.
Where you like piece together, like you made your own your own cover.
Yeah, but just having like positive things and things that make me happy, like coffee, Toronto.
Right.
I fucking love Toronto.
Yes.
Traveling, just positive like quotes and things like that. And I just put it all over the cover. And every time I looked at that cover, it made me happy. And it made me like want to go in that notebook and do things in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, maybe something like that. Maybe
you use Mod Podge. Mod Podge, yeah, I think so.
Is it clear?
Yeah, it dries clear. It looks like hazy when you put it on, but it dries clear.
Yeah, and then you can just like wipe it off or whatever. Yes. I never knew about it.
They have it at the dollar store, believe it or not.
Oh,
now.
do they?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
Yes.
Because I lost mine.
Oh, did you?
Yes. So Yeah, I did that. So I did that for one. I haven't honestly gone back in there in a couple of years, but that's because I have a new journal that I've been
Yeah.
using. So once I fill up this journal, then I'm gonna go back into that one and start like writing and things like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's important. And yeah, we can all focus like next time that we meet, we will definitely focus on like where we've come in that
Mhm.
amount of time.
Yeah.
And then we can bring the girls into it too.
Yeah.
And then I really think it'd be good too, like we can see like maybe in 3 months, like where we all are. Like
Oh,
what have we
yeah.
accomplished like in 3 months?
Yeah.
And I think that and then we can see what we need to twerk or whatnot. But I
Mhm.
really feel like
Oh, that reminds me. In the class that I took, they also were saying how if you have a big goal, give yourself small steps and celebrate the small steps getting to that big goal, because the more you celebrate yourself, the more positive you're going to feel about it, the more the more you're going to want to keep going towards that goal.
right.
So that's also food for thought too.
Yes, I definitely will. And I think that I think we can do it. I think I
Yeah.
can do it. It's just restructuring my mindset.
Yes.
And that's gonna be the hardest thing to do.
And stop yelling.
And stop yelling. You hear my voice? It's probably because I yell so much. I'm so loud though naturally. But I'm a very loud person.
Yes, you are.
Very loud. I'm naturally loud.
I could hear you down the hall when I was training.
Is that why Brittany always closes the door on me?
Yep.
She's like,
No.
"Shh." So yeah, so that's what we're gonna do is we're just gonna focus on getting our lives together.
In
We-
these last couple of months.
Yep.
But have some me time.
Yes, me time. And then definitely for me getting out of the house more and not staying in my room like
and
a
don't
hermit.
and don't wait on people.
And stop waiting on my kids.
Yes. Take yourself out.
Yes. I bought an air fryer for a reason so they don't have to use a stove, so I don't have to worry about a fire.
You'd be surprised.
I know. I know.
Have they used the air fryer?
They have and they love
Do they?
it.
Oh, do they? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So they don't
Yeah.
love cleaning it, but they use it.
But hey,
I know. They make their own meals.
the mess that it saves.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, it took forever. I bought my parents one for Christmas like 2 years ago. They wouldn't touch it for an entire year, and then when they finally were like, "Okay, we need to get healthy," and they finally started using it, they can't put it down.
I know.
They cannot put
It's
it
like
down.
you almost need to buy another one.
Mhm. Yeah.
I got the Instapot one, and
Ooh.
it's really big, and it's like you press buttons, so
Yeah.
it's digital. And I got it on sale for like $100. They're like normally
Ooh.
169 or 100,
Yeah.
but I got it and
Where?
Amazon.
Oh,
It is the best air fryer recently. Probably
Oh, when
within
they were
like
having
the-
that sale, right?
Yes,
The
But-
Prime deals.
yeah, I think so. Yeah, but it was literally the best air fryer I've
Mhm.
ever owned because I've owned 3 of them.
Yeah.
So 2 prior, and one was the one where the drawer, but then the drawer like I think someone dropped it to be honest because the drawer didn't fit in all the way.
Oh yeah, because my mom dropped ours and it doesn't really fit. You have to like.
Yep, that's how
shove it
mine
in
is
there.
too. So and then that one it didn't air fry the way I like it.
Yeah.
So and the second one I bought was okay, but then like it's after like a couple months, no.
Yeah.
But this Instapot one I have is
You're like yes.
yes, it is amazing. I actually made rajas con queso the other
Rajas?
day. Yeah, so poblano peppers.
Oh, okay. I was like, I know queso. I
Queso,
know
yeah,
wacones.
cheese. So like I
Okay.
had to take the poblanos and you have to roast them
Yes.
and you have to peel the skin.
Yes.
So I actually just put a little bit of oil on them, threw them into my air fryer.
Oh.
They were done in 8 minutes.
Nice.
8 minutes.
Nice.
They're all charred in 8 minutes. I
Yeah.
threw them into the bag, let them steam.
Yeah.
And those skins came right off.
Nice.
So I'm like, oh. And then my dogs ate the rest of my food. So I only got to enjoy that meal once, and it was a lot. So they had a lot of poblano peppers.
They can eat that.
They got it off the table. They just ate it.
Ouch. I'm thinking about coming out.
I looked at the container and I was like, yep, I know what that is, and I know what it is. You guys ate my dinner. So yeah, so if you like air fryers, Instapot is the way to go. I swear by it. I have an
I
Instapot.
swear by it.
I have all Instapot items actually.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I really don't buy stuff because my parents are very picky about their dishes, their pots, their pans, even their knives. I don't touch their knives.
No. Well, that's the thing. You know what? I think about it too. I just answered my own question.
Mhm.
You can get help on how to eat properly. It took 8 minutes to cook poblano peppers, like 8 of them.
Yeah.
So there's no reason why I can't just throw a chicken breast in there and
Yep.
set it and forget it.
Yep.
So I
That is
answered my
true.
own question. There you go.
There you go.
Utilize my air fryer more. By the next time you see me, I'll be down 25 pounds.
Knowing the way you are, you could probably be down more than that.
Yeah. When I focus and I'm ready to, and I go hard,
Yeah.
I accomplish a lot.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, I think you can do it. I think you definitely can.
I can. You'll be like, oh my gosh, Megan, who is that person walking in the door? It's me. I use my air fryer.
And I'll be like, we gotta invest, you guys.
I know I call it my cooking creature.
Your cooking creature. No, I have to look into it now too, then, because we do need a new one, a bigger one too, because ours is smaller.
Yeah.
But it was just okay. Let me try to get my parents on it, and then they weren't on it, and I was like, okay, well, whatever. Now everybody uses it for everything. So
Yeah. Well, I fit 5 poblano peppers in there.
yeah.
So
Oof.
it's big. It has
Yeah.
a big thing. So definitely invest in it. Look it up. I'll actually show you the link. I got it off of
Yeah,
Amazon.
you should.
Absolutely. All right. Well, it was very nice having this.
So how do you feel now that you've been able to kind of talk about things? And
I feel better.
do you?
I do feel better.
Good.
And I feel a lot better because tonight I'm supposed to be going over to one of my husband's friend's house
Mhm.
for dinner.
Mhm.
And like I was literally having a panic attack
Yeah.
this morning, well, before I left to come here and to go there, because I just didn't want to leave the house.
Oh yeah.
And Scott kept telling me, he's like, you better go. You better go. You better
Yeah.
go to this podcast. You better go to Christina. You better get out. You better go.
Yeah.
He said, I'm not going to have you say no. So I did, and I feel a lot better. And I'm happy that I did get out, because now I actually look kind of forward to going.
That's a big step though, just to even leave. So you should applaud yourself for that.
Yay. Wait, is there an applause? Everyone's applauding me. So no, I feel really good. I feel happy that I got out today. It
And
was
you
very
got to
hard.
release some stuff.
Yes, it was nice.
And now you have a plan.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's always like just every time like I'm with you, like I always feel better.
Mhm.
Like I just feel like we've accomplished so much. We've been through so much
Mhm.
together. We've been there for each other. Like
Yeah.
I feel like whenever I see you, like you're my like I feel different.
Oh.
So can you move in with me? I can see each other every day.
About them dogs, don't.
It's okay. I'll let them out every time.
Right, every time you gotta come out, they gotta go outside.
Right? You'll open the door and be like, is the bathroom okay? Is the bathroom okay? I'll be like, run.
First of all, you said one of your dogs know how to open the door, so that's not gonna work.
Yes, he does. Yes. So,
Mhm.
but no, I'm happy I came out, and
Good.
It's definitely was very hard to come out today. I didn't want to.
Yeah.
But
But you did it.
I focused myself and I said, I'm going to go,
Yes.
because I would have people who were very mad at me if I didn't.
It would have just been me.
I know, right? And could be like, oh, I'm just going to talk to
Talk
myself.
to myself. Like
Yo.
I'm in my room.
Right? Exactly. Well, you have a lot of stories. All your traveling that you do and stuff like that.
I
So
don't know. It's like everybody always says that, but when it's my turn to talk, I can't think of anything.
it's like your mind goes blank or something.
It does. It does. It does. But maybe it's because I woke up at 4 today. I wowoke up at 4 today. Well, 3:45. You know why?
Why?
Because BTS had a free concert.
Oh my gosh.
And it was in 6 p.m. Korean time. So it was 4 a.m. our time. So I was up. And, you know, I wish that I had that type of energy when I have to go to work, because I was up like that. Like I had no issues getting up, wide awake, sat up, had my iPad on, watching the concert, didn't sleep. I stayed awake through the whole thing.
Every morning that you wake up, you're just going to have to think that BTS is going to be at your desk.
I should. But then I'll be so disappointed when I get there and they're not. But I do. I wish I had that type of energy, because I woke up today like, woo, woo, let's go. And I'm like, man, when it's time for work, I'll be like, snooze, snooze, snooze,
Yep.
snooze.
Yep, you and me both. You and me both. So yeah, so we'll focus on that then. We'll
Yes.
focus on journaling, getting everything
Yes.
done.
Get your journal.
Yep.
No excuses next Sunday.
No, I won't. And then we'll journal together, and then we'll next episode we'll talk about
Mhm.
what we accomplished, and then we'll bring the girls into it to see what they would like to do.
Yep, that sounds like a plan to me.
All right,
All
sounds good.
Thanks for joining
Thank
us
you for joining us today. Bye.